Peace, power, protection, and prosperity to the people. Welcome back to the channel, and we're gonna get right into it. Appreciate you again. Appreciate you again. You doing a little clearing, you know what I mean? We just did a little meditation. All right. Oh yeah. So we are doing the multi-stream. I just gotta click like one more button, and it should be in there. I wanted to give you all the deets on the multi-stream, but these platforms be getting weird, but there's multiple of them. So that's all we're gonna say about that. All right. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right. Peace, protection, prosperity to the people. Welcome back to the channel. This is Choose Your Destiny. My name is Vic, and today we're gonna be doing our pentagram readings for the month of February for the collective. All right. First of all, we're gonna be doing the collective reading for the collective as a whole, and then promptly after that, we're gonna be doing the collective reading for the four elements. So we're gonna talk about the fire signs, of course, the water signs, the earth signs, and the air signs in a timely manner. Peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people. All right. I got my background music on low. You know what I'm saying? One thing I might be able to tell you is, depending on the platform you're viewing, your experience with the multi-stream might vary. All right. But again, peace, power, protection, prosperity. All right. Light to you. Light to you. All right. We calling in abundance. We calling in wisdom and information. You see what I'm saying? We are transmitting energy with the Most High and thusly our own highest self. You feel what I'm saying? So we can give it a few minutes. What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace, power, protection, prosperity. All right. Look, this is my pillow, y'all. I keep this thing wrapped up. I keep it wrapped up. But I've been sleeping on this thing for a few years now. I actually have people that call me and ask me, am I still using it? And the answer is yes. This is my crystal pillow. I dug this out of the desert in Phoenix, Arizona. And that was right around 2 years ago. That was around that I picked this up out the desert in Phoenix in 2024. I cleared it, you know what I'm saying? I did my little thing with it, you know what I'm saying? And when I brought it in, I went shopping for it, you see what I'm saying? Um, I keep it wrapped up in bay leaf and juniper from Utah, like, and then I keep it I double pillowcase it, so it's like a zip pillowcase. People are like, oh, you got a crystal pillow? What do you mean? Is it comfortable? Sometimes not so much, but it really just depends on the angle you hit it at. But yeah, this is what we're doing. This thing has helped me out tremendously over the years. We've formed quite the bond. What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace, power, protection, prosperity. Yeah, get active. Get active. I be out in the desert, you know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but when I am, like, it really pleases me to see people, like, when somebody on a mission. Cause I was like, this one but a couple weeks ago. All right, maybe a couple months ago, like late fall, early winter, something like that. And where was I? Some old country mountain back roads in Utah, man. That's all I know, right? I blew a tire on my trailer. I blew a tire on my trailer because I travel for work. I pulled over, you know what I mean? I reached out, and then I was like, you know what? I see that I'm only like a hour away, like half an hour away from like the nearest joint. So you know what I'm saying? I thugged it out. You know what I'm saying? I got there and I was just enjoying the desert. It did. I was like kind of peeping the surroundings, and there was some other people. I was like, oh, they about to get them their little crystal pillow on. You feel me? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then, sure enough, about an hour or two passed. The people that I seen that looked like they was hunting for what they needed out there in the field, they came back with it. I was like, yes, sir. Turn up, turn up. You got to do it, man. You got to do it, yeah. So yeah, you come about the things you need on your journey. you know what I'm saying, the way you need to come about them. You know what I mean? But these is opportunities. These is opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you right now, you have tools available at your disposal that you just walk by every day, because the wealth is the earth, but the focus not necessarily there, or the teacher might not be there. You know what I'm saying? So you may just be walking around something that's very, very impactful and powerful for you and your journey that you might be neglecting. You might be neglecting. You know what I'm saying? Like I go back home, I'm like, hold on a second. What is the fruits on this tree? You know what I'm saying? I've been walking by the tree all my life. And it wasn't too long ago, maybe a year or so ago. I was like, hey, yo, what kind of fruits is them? It was like mulberry, pretty much a blackberry type situation. I was like, stop. Okay, okay. 'Cause I was like, you know what I mean? Even when I'm out of Juniper, I will go to, you know what I'm saying, a place that I'm connected to back home, and I will get myself some pine straw from a place that I have affinity for, right? In that same place, I was like, man, I've been coming here, I've been, you know what I'm saying, long time. And I'm like, what is them berries, man? What are some berries? And this right here is why I really do it for myself and my family, you know what I'm saying, especially my son, man. When we are together, you know what I'm saying, cause I do travel quite a lot, but when I'm home, we get us a little app. It's an app called like Seek, or I Seek, something like that. It's a plant identification app. It identifies animals too. We always in the field. We always, you know what I'm saying, in the field, checking it out. You know what I'm saying? What are these plants surrounding us? And what are their properties? You know what I'm saying? What is their mundane use and what is their higher purpose? You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, just want to warm up a little bit, y'all. Peace, protection, prosperity to the people, man. Yeah, I got my volume on my stuff down. I was showing everybody my crystal pillow. I got a couple different cameras going on. So if you don't see me looking right dead at you, then it's all good. It's all love. It's all love. What's up though? What's up though? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Divine honors, divine honors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So get at it. I'm always going to inspire my people. Even me, like people. Some people tell me like, oh, you know all about plants. I'm like, I do not. I know enough to know that I don't know enough. And when I am filling up to it, you know what I'm saying? Some places I go that's so wild and so wilderness, and then between, just how I'm feeling when I get off, you know what I'm saying, work or whatever. I'm just like, sometimes I will go deep in the field and then it'll hit me. I'm like, oh snap. I'm really deep in the field. That's how disconnected we are. That's how disconnected I am, and I'm struggling to maintain. I'm not struggling to maintain a connection, but I'm doing my part to maintain my connection with the earth. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, get at them, stay at them. I always encourage. I've had some people that is in spaces like this, spiritual sciences, you know what I'm saying, occult sciences, you know what I'm saying, business practices, and the light that be trying to talk me out of using tools. I'm like, yo, first of all, they're like, we don't need tools. All we need is our voice. Okay, go get fucked, bro. Like, I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. What if the power go out tomorrow? What if the power go out tomorrow? You see what I'm saying? If the power go out tomorrow, do you know enough about the field to sustain yourself and your people? If the power go out tomorrow, you know what I mean? Are you gonna be able to eat? Are you gonna be able to, forage medicine? You know what I'm saying? Combine stuff. You know what I'm saying? Provide a quality of life. Provide a quality of life. Like, even this is another thing that I really do enjoy about runes as a modality. Runes as a modality. Um, if I was on like a show like Naked and Afraid, Scared and Afraid, whatever it's called, you feel me? One thing about it, they dropped me out there. I'm butt ass naked, and I got a knife on me, and whatever the prerequisites is to get up out there. You feel me? One of the first things I'm gonna do is walk to the nearest tree. I'm gonna get me a branch. All right, nearest tree. I'm gonna get me a branch. I'm gonna get my nice, big, fat, pretty knife, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, let the tree know that I appreciate it, and you know, all the things, all them beautiful things. I'm gonna take me a branch. I'm gonna bust that branch down in 24 pieces. I'm gonna whittle my runes, my modality, into, you know what I'm saying, those pieces of wood from that branch, from that tree. And then boom, I'm back doing something I'm already doing, you know what I'm saying, in the comfort of, you know what I'm saying, the places I get to enjoy. I can have that in the field just off nothing. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't really, you know what I'm saying, doing no huge lecture type situation tonight. Appreciate you. Divine honors, peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people. I just wanted to, you know what I mean, get it warmed up, you know what I'm saying? Let whoever come on in and settle down and settle in. You feel me? All right, so I'm gonna sit this in my lap. I'm gonna be using this like a table tonight. You know what I mean? All right, so I have we got our metaphysical, all right, got a metaphysical journal. You feel me? This ain't gonna be my last. I'm gonna drop some, you know what I'm saying? We got Hack the Matrix, we got the metaphysical day planner, you feel me? We got the metaphysical day planner, but I'm gonna drop some just straight up journals too. But this is my old faithful right here. If you've been on my page for a little hot minute, you know what I'm saying, you will have seen this pinned to my page at some point. And this is my journal that I share with you guys. All right. So we're gonna draw us some pentagrams and we're gonna get into some information. All right. So first thing first, and I do have a protractor over there. You feel me? I have used that before, and especially in my private one. You know what I mean? Hitting them angles and all of that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's all about your intention. You see what I'm saying? Authenticity. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You see what I'm saying? What do you mean? Authenticity. All right. So yeah, I'm getting the pentagram down, and we're gonna start off with, of course, the collective reading, and then we are gonna be doing the collective reading for the four respective elements: earth, wind, water, fire. All right. Peace, power, protection, and prosperity. All right. Welcome to the multi-stream. This reading again is for the entire month of February. Okay. Entire month of February. All right. How y'all feeling? Did any of y'all get sick this week? I've had the sniffles for about 5 days. So here sniffling. You feel me? And I'm just like, yo, I've been on the King's fast or my little version of it. And I'm cooling, right? I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, I'm going through it. I hope my friends that's eating meat is doing what they got to do to, you know what I'm saying, stay cool, stay frosty, stay lifted out here. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm always going to encourage everybody, whether you eat meat or not, eat plant-based or not, have you parasite cleanse lately? Okay? It's a lot of stuff going on with the air. It's a lot of stuff going on with the water and such and so forth. So, you know, do what you got to do. You know better. Do better. And I'm mostly talking to me when I say that. You feel me? All right. So now we're going to be looking at the matters of the heart. Okay. What is weighing on the heart of the collector right now? Okay. We're talking about the water. We're talking about the water. This for the top right position on our pentagram for the collective. Okay. All right. So there is quite a lot going on. There was a lot of big news, a lot of big news. Okay. In finance, people in wealth management, especially, are privy to information. You see what I'm saying? And those people, we appreciate you when you come to the good old internet and let us people that's outside that field get a firsthand experience of what is going on the inside of the wealth management and adjacent industries. You see what I'm saying? Peace, power, protection, and prosperity. All right. So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna clarify. All right. What is going on with our coins? That's what's weighing on our heart. It's so much happening. It's so much happening. And what we talk about last month? What we talked about last month? We talked about putting our fire horse blinders on so we can finish our race, so we can get to what we get into. You see what I'm saying? Our fire horse blinders. All right. We're gonna circle back to that. We're gonna circle back to that. But for right now, let's continue on. Okay. So to clarify, all right, your intuition is gonna push you. You see what I'm saying? To the next level. All right. So we, the collective, this me included, they said walk by faith and not by sight type stuff. All right. So we got the rune of wealth weighing on our hearts. And to clarify that, all right, we have the rune of Manas, the rune of people, the rune of social order. You see what I'm saying? Social order and hierarchies and the like. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of finessing going on in the collective when it comes to these coins and these wealth management systems. We're experiencing a changeover right now of our financial system is being completely restructured. Anytime an app go down, it's being completely restructured, overhauled, updated, changing servers. All right. This, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Project 25, Project 26. I've been hearing about Project 2030 for the last decade. I've been out here looking like Chicken Little talking about Project 2030. I can't remember what all going on with it off the back of my hand, but it's getting real spooky, especially as technology begins to accelerate. So naturally, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be weighing on our hearts because we all is seeing the writings on the wall right now. And if you see me pick this thing up, this is my monitor. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just kind of helped me out. I have my back cameras going, so this has helped me stay plugged in. If anything going on in the chat on the app that I need to address, I'll at least be able to see that and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? For the respective platforms. All right. And lastly, we're gonna clarify even further. Okay. What is weighing on the hearts of the people? Okay. So we have Burkano, Burstar. All right. Yeah. Them fouls drop. Right? And it's very triggering. It's shaking the very foundation. It's shaking the very foundation of everything. If you like, I'll be in these chats making up hashtags like I'm somebody in this mud, boy. I'll be like, hashtag yes all celebs. That's been my joint. I'm the only one that ever, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't used it in a little minute, but I might have to break that bad boy back out with how things have played out today. You feel me? But yeah, so paternal instincts, all right, kicked in. All right. So we're gonna keep going. This is beautiful. I would love to take a picture of these, but if I do all I want to do, that don't necessarily mean I'll be doing all that I need to do. Okay. And I'm focused on what I need to be doing, my mission, my goal, all right, my purpose. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. I actually received this from one of my neighbors when I was a vendor at the Alkaline Festival last year. I'm so grateful. We was over there bartering. Man. I love my people, man. Hey, I be having dreams about bartering, man. Like, yo, I be looking forward to bartering, man. Like, hey, I be ready to break out that little quote from The Witcher. He was like, I invoke the law of surprise. He was like, my prize is gonna be that which you have that you don't know now that's valuable. You feel me? That's how I be feeling about borrowing. I'm like, yo, we finna trade and I'm gonna get what I want. And it's probably gonna be something you don't even care about. You feel me? Oh, but yeah, Holly, if you in the South especially, You probably got some holly nearby. Par excellence, protection, useful for fumigation. You see what I'm saying? It'll help keep you active. It'll help keep you active. We're clearing that space out. Clearing that space out. All right. So let's get some information on challenges. All right. That may arise for the collective for the month of February. Okay? Peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right. We've got the wild ox, also known as uders or aurochs. Okay. This is a rune of great speed. Okay. So whatever's happening, we finna get some fire news this week. That's all I know. All right. But that's not all the aurochs is about. You see what I'm saying? The aurochs is a great beast. It's a very great beast. All right. The Moors used to use the aurochs to help them in their travels to explore the areas of the world that they was exploring, especially in Europe. You know what I'm saying? This was the Norse talking about the Moors using these wild oxes in their interactions. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the thing about an animal that large, it's very strong. It's very strong. But it takes intuition to care for and to work with an animal, a beast of that size. All right. It's very interesting. It's very interesting because while this system doesn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, have zodiac correspondences, I do like to compare, as most people do. And I think it's very interesting and useful information that this does have some parallel with the high priestess. All right. All right. So this is in a challenging position. This is in a challenging position. There's lots of information, abundance, overabundance, even, but also misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation going on. You see what I'm saying? So we was just talking about how this has some correspondence with the high priestess, right? So what that mean? Like, yo, I feel like I'm just giving the same reading over and over again. You feel me? But yeah, you got to be very highly intuitive, very highly intuitive. It's a lot of truth out there. It's a lot of truth out there. It is. It's gonna be more truth coming, and more truth coming, and more truth coming. And for every truth that's out there, you have third parties out there that are hired to provide misinformation, to provide distractions. Okay, this, you know what I'm saying? People trying to play with your top. People trying to play with your top. All right. And this can also manifest physically. This is a very physical rune as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's articulating to us, right? You may feel sluggish. You may feel sluggish. I've seen people taking the snow. You see what I'm saying? The snowfall that came down, boiling it down, turning it into water, getting that analyzed. It's parasites in there, heavy metals, all type of shit. You feel me? So we have to move swiftly and intuitively during this time, and let's continue to clarify this here information. All right, let's clarify this room here, loved ones. All right, you have the room Ingwas. Okay, to clarify. All right. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but again, this is about the proper use of solitude and a potential. You see what I'm saying? Because that seed, if you don't know what that seed is you're looking at and you see a seed, you just know that, hey, this thing could give birth. This thing is part of the birth and creative process. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of individuals that's kind of put up because of the weather this weekend too. You see what I'm saying? But we looking at a scope for an entire month. Looking at a scope for the entire month. I'm hearing, all right, we had a shutdown, a government shutdown, right? That just landed on Friday, right? Could have been Thursday, but after the shutdown is pretty much when them files came out. I ain't gonna say all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But there could be a larger shutdown. You see what I'm saying? Essential workers, all type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? We talking about a outlook for the month. We talking about being mindful of our physical health and our mental health. We talking about something coming in swiftly, right? This is the challenging position. This is the challenging position. Some people can't make it in solitude. Some people struggle very much in solitude. All right. And you see what the weather had been doing, they talking about 2 more weeks. It's gonna be even more snow in a lot of the same places that's getting it right now. All right. We're gonna keep going. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Okay. All right, so we got the room, algaes. All right. So this is just letting us know, you know what I'm saying? This is the most protective room that there is. There's a lot more to go, you know what I'm saying, corresponding with this. It's a room, you know what I'm saying, of witchcraft, of information as well as protection. You see what I'm saying? Some people say the best offense is good defense. Some people say the best defense is good offense. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. We talking about misinformation and disinformation. I'm speaking in codes. I'm speaking in codes. I need you to stay with me. I need you to stay with me. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I already got an account strike. That's why I ain't getting too turned up. That's why I ain't getting too turned up, man. Yeah, your boy got the sniffles. Your boy got the sniffles. But yo, we in here. We in here. We in here. All right. So how they say it, dodge that hijack. Dodge that hijack. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. All right. Yeah. So mindfulness. Mindfulness. We are protected. We are victorious. It's all gonna work out. But they, whoever they is, that is opposite of the collective, whoever they is, air quotes, whoever they is, that is opposite, opposing the people, you see what I'm saying? They are going to try to convince you that you're not victorious when you actually are. All right. But at the same time, you have to be very vigilant about your autonomy. You have to be very vigilant. It would only support you, it would only aid you to be vigilant about said protection. About said protection. You see that joint with Kevin Gates earlier. Tom said, hey, now, if God got your hand on you, that's one thing. But if God take his hand off, that's all I'm saying, man. So, you know, that's why it's co-creation. That's why it's co-creation now. That is why it's co-creation. Be vigilant. Be mindful. All right. And it's all going to work out. Fire horse year, keep them fire horse blinders on. You see what I'm saying? You ever be watching them old Wild West movies. You see what I'm saying? It could be some people out there racing or it be some objective, but the characters in the show is on horses. And you got somebody that'll try to scare the horse, they inspire the horse, they take itself off track. Let's be very mindful, and we will keep going. We'll keep going. All right. Now we are looking at the foundation. Okay. For February. This is the collective reading for February. All right. Looking at the foundation. All right. We have the rune Gebo, also known as Gebo. Gebo. All right. So yeah, love is in the air, people. Love is in the air. But also other new opportunities. Other new opportunities. You got some people that's hyper fixated on finding that one. More power to you. More power to you. Tis the season, as they say. You see what I'm saying? Tis the season, as they say. But additionally, while you was focused on that, there's somebody out here trying to get a bag for real. There's somebody out here trying to get a bag for real. You see what I'm saying? New opportunities will arise. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. And new opportunities will arise. All right. Whether it be opportunities for romance, anytime we talk about sexual things and romance, it always corresponds with business. Okay. Always. Every time. All right. Now let's begin to clarify this energy. Okay. So yeah, I'm using my crystal pillow as a table right now. All right. Ooh, we have the room. So we low. So we low. So we low. So we low. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. This is a room of action of many things, but it's also a source of vitality. Okay. It has many correspondences with the sun. You know why? Because it is the sun. This is the sun. All right. So yo, just the fact of this even being in the reading at all tells me that this is a W. This is a W minus the head games. You see what I'm saying? Minus no matter how grim things look, I don't want to use that word specifically, but no matter what things might look like, I keep telling you that it's all a head game. They playing with your top, they're trying to play with your spirit. You see what I'm saying? What they say? You access a person's soul through their eyes, right? But we got our face in these cell phones all the time, right? So it's time to take your power back. It's time to take your power back. But yeah, this is a rune of action. You will have the opportunity to obtain new romance. You have the opportunity to obtain new business ventures, new business opportunities. That bag. You had the opportunity to obtain new love or the bag or both if you like that. You feel me? And let's begin to clarify this energy. All right. We have Shiba for our foundation. And then we had the room so we low. All right. We're gonna have some batteries in our backs when it comes to our loved ones in the month of February. And again, we have the room our geese. We are protected in the actions. I'm telling you, all whenever you figure it out, you will be nothing but confident. Whenever you figure out how all this shit work, you see what I'm saying? You'll be nothing but emboldened and empowered to take more, I don't want to say risks, but take bolder actions and bolder actions and bolder actions because we are truly divinely protected. No matter what it looks like, we know that it's just a facade. These people are masters of Hollywood magic. That's not real magic. That magic only exists on a screen. We got the real shit. We got the real shit. They magic only exists on these devices. We got the real shit. All right. We is finna make some things happen in a month of February. We are protected while we're doing so. All right. It's a lot of information come down the pipeline. What are we doing with that? What are we doing with that? It's time to put some things into action. All right. So you know what it takes to draw out your, what do you say, fated encounter, fated partner. Do you have what it takes to draw out your fated partner? Partners. You see what I'm saying? I'm of the philosophy. I embrace the philosophy of multiple soulmates. See what I'm saying? Every era of my life, there's somebody that comes along and we enjoy some of our lives together. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand yourself? So you might be able to understand that person that's opposite of you. And this could also be bosses. This can be people you sign contracts with. Marriage is a contract. They say marriage is a business. This doesn't have to be romance, but these things can translate business or romantically. Be very mindful. You have the green light when it comes to new opportunities of love and finance. All right. Ooh, that Bitcoin took a hit today. Ooh, it's like I wasn't surprised. I was just like, somebody gonna feel that. Somebody gonna feel that. Somebody gonna feel that. Ooh. All right. Again, let's look into what are the thoughts surrounding our target, which is the collective for the month of February. All right. Communications, thoughts. All right. Mind. What is on the mind of the people? What's on your head? What's on your head? All right. We have the room BO. Excuse me. The room Ansus. Ansus. All right. This is speaking. This is technical ability. All right. This is getting good at some things, but it's also divination and pulling information. Additionally, this room reinforces the runes around it and ensuring that you will be successful no matter what comes next. I feel like I keep giving the same reading, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right. But so again, what was weighing on the hearts of the people was again communication, technical ability, dealing with people surrounding us, building, getting in touch with our higher self. All right, our feeling of our maternal instincts. You see what I'm saying? Them files dropped. Them files dropped. It's a lot going on in wealth management industry. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? Agents trying to control the mind of the collective. You see what I'm saying? And whenever you know how to dodge that hijack, you see that the road is open and you are truly victorious. All right. So we're gonna clarify this room on suits. We're gonna get some answers. You see what I'm saying? That's literally what it means. Let's clarify this room of our thoughts. Again, we have the room Manas. We is thinking about our loved ones. You see what I'm saying? You check in with your people. You know what I'm saying? That snow going crazy. You check in with your people. You see what I'm saying? So again, this rune is also, it doesn't have to be a person, right? This is also about social structures. Social structures. All right. And then even regarding that, we're gonna see systems fall. We're gonna see shit get rebooted and come back online to one take some stuff's place of the stuff that are no longer useful. You see what I'm saying? And again, let's clarify this rune of social order and communication with the Most High. Got the rune Genas. All right. This is a rune of creative potential. Creative potential. It is it shows many correspondences with Aries. All right. And it's a feminine rune of firepower, potency. All right. So this is letting us know, all right, we can go within and experience our internal sun. You see what I'm saying? And use that to light our way, This is like a ship at sea, you know what I'm saying, is using that lighthouse to find its way back to the shore. You see what I'm saying? Intuition, creativity, but also intuition. Now, I will tell you something else. This is a room of intense heat. This is a room of very intense heat. All right. So that being said, all right, let's be mindful that we are not experiencing too much heat. All right. We don't want to have issues with inflammation. We don't want ulcers or any of those things. So stay clear. Stay clear. Keep your head clear. Keep your head clear. This talks about your head. This talks about your head. All right. This is rune of thoughts, right? The rune of thoughts and communication and what's on your mind. What is on your mind? You need to be mindful of your health. You need to be mindful of your health. Okay. It's stuff in the air, stuff in the water. If it's in the water, it's in the food. All right. Be mindful. All right. Get freaky with it. You see what I'm saying? Did you know that there is a mushroom that exists to one replace any kind of meat you could ever consume? Look into it. Look into it. I'm telling you, it's always a better way. All right. And it could be your health blocking your bag. All right. But you only one decision away. It's air and opportunity, my boy. Air and opportunity. Choose your destiny. All right. And we're going to keep this thing going. All right. How do things resolve for the collective for the month of February? How do things resolve for the collective for the month of February? I know my TikTok stream is looking crazy, but when after I start uploading these, y'all will see the stream. Peace, protection, prosperity to the people, man. Let's get out. How do things resolve for the collective during this time period of February? Okay, we have the rune Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the rune of hell and rune of hail storms. All right. This is time to be mindful, to slow down. There is something happening that you can't see all the way into. There is something happening that you can't read all the way into. We talking about people is manufacturing, you know what I'm saying, this astronomical crazy weather we having. This once in a 100-year storm, this once in a 100-year storm, that. Like, yo, whatever going on with the weather this weekend, it's going to swing right back in 2 weeks. It's going to swing right in 2 weeks. So this is, we need to slow down, right? We need to be mindful. We need to be perceptive, right? We need to be perceptive of what is to come. You need to put your feelers out. Put your feelers out. Let's not rush into action. We have all the victory. We have all the victory behind us. We have all the protection supporting us. We got that. We got that. But let's not snatch defeat from the jaws of victory by rushing. That's something we don't need to do. We do not need to rush in to any decisions for this month. But there will be a million opportunities for new endeavors with romance, right? And also business. All right. Shoot, I seen somebody betting on whether or not Jesus gonna come back. It's a bag to be made out here, man. That's all I'm saying to you. Grab this thing real quick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people, man. Let's clarify this rune. How the lies. Okay, the rune of hell and hell storms. All right. And if it ain't no storm outside, then the storm is inside. So you the storm. You got to tame them demons. You got to tame them demons. You got to tame them demons. All right. Clarification. We have the rune so Wilo. Okay. Okay. So you have to persist in a state of joy, of being light. All right. And knowing that whenever you vibrate higher than what the usurpers and colonizers or adversaries might wish to attack you with, when you vibrate higher than that, they actually can't. It's impossible when you vibrate too high. You ever see a car get started? Somebody got some fancy rims up there. You looking at them rims part, they're nice and pretty. The car start moving fast enough, you can see right through them. You can see right through them. You ain't looking at nothing but brake calipers. See what I'm saying? Vibrate high. All right. Frequency. Frequency. Look at this. Look at this. Frequency. All right. So this is a rune of action. This is a rune of action. We talked about we haven't. It's gonna be some fucked up shit going on. But that's not gonna take away from the fact that we have ample opportunities to navigate this month as well. So, in a word, Sister Mara, as bad as things have been, is going to be as good as they're about to be. All right, this is truly, truly, truly a changing of the guard, so to speak. All right, it's all happening, people. It's all happening. All right, this is gonna be the last room for the collector, and then we're gonna get into some readings for our fire, air, water, and earth signs, respectively. I'm not doing every sign. I'm doing the elements, the four respective elements, or else we're gonna be here all night. It's already gonna be a long screen, 45 minutes in. I don't really care about that. Boom. This is the rule now, Geese. This is the rune again of protection. We've gotten that multiple times. I'm telling you, this stuff is all mental, people. It's all mental. All right. But again, I'm looking forward to watching like these streamers who have a niche for operating like detectives. You see what I'm saying? To discuss these files. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've been saying, yes, all celebs for quite a long time. And that I'm not being a hater from the sidelines just because I'm outside the club. Fact matters, I don't want to be in the club. There is a very nasty inversion that has to be set the right way. You see what I'm saying? You talking about a pole flip, right? Yeah. Well, this is that, but on a higher vibrational state. You see what I'm saying? So this was for the collective. I just got to make a note in my book real quick. Yeah, this was the joint pin in my page. You know what I'm saying, for the last like year or some change, right? And again, we do have the Matrix 2026. I'm gonna start back doing my regular content with these on a daily basis. I probably need to do some in advance so I can make sure I get them out every day instead of just, what I'm saying. Sometimes I actually don't have the time, and sometimes I do, and I just get distracted or whatever. But hey, we all works in progress. We all works in progress. I'm never going to profess to be perfect. I mean, I am, but I'm as perfect as the next person is. I'm as perfect as this place is. This place is perfect. This place is perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of discourse. It's a lot of arguments about demographics. Demographics. You see what I'm saying? We got some demographics that's looking at other demographics like, I hate those kinds of people. Like, wow, what did you say? Right? But on another level, this is one of the reasons why we're here, is to experience it. If it was sunny every day, who it's some people that actually hate summer. It's some people that hate summer. It's too hot, this and that. And it's I love summer. You see what I'm saying? It's always different strokes for different folks. You see what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, if it was the same exact weather every single day, it don't matter if the weather perfect. It don't matter if the weather perfect. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get sick of it without variety. You can get sick of it without variety. We need these fluctuations in our world. You know what I'm saying? Earth is a school. People say it's a prison. Tell me that grade school didn't feel like prison to you. Earth is a school. Earth is a school. Earth is a school. We are here to learn. We're here to learn. We're here to learn to be more intuitive, more talented. Most what they say, emotionally intelligence is an oxymoron. But again, that right there just highlights one of the limitations of spoken language and written language and the English language in comparison to others. More importantly, you see what I'm saying? If we was all operating our divinity, if we was all, you know what I'm saying, using our divine feminine aspects, working with the subtle forces, you see what I'm saying? The implosion dynamics, the higher vibrational state that may not show up physically, like, you know what I'm saying, the masculine dynamics of the world that are currently in imbalance between explosive dynamics, things that manifest more materially. You see what I'm saying? We talking about being highly intuitive to the point of having so much clarity that you will not have to question how to use it. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Got some hibiscus. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in here, but it's mostly hibiscus. Got some lotus. My dream's been going off. My dreams been going off. I'm having so many back to back nightly. Okay. And it is actually a struggle to document them because there are there's so many of them. I know it ain't just me. We could all feel it. And that's what we're talking about. We could all feel it. We're here to reactivate, you know what I'm saying, and make right what hasn't been right. We're here to activate what need to be activated that hasn't been activated the way it should have been activated. It's people that got their powers early in life and wished them away because the people around them, you know what I'm saying, will call that type time in demon time. Not the fun way and not the fun kind. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get let's get out some information. Uh we are gonna do our fire signs, all right, for the month of February. Let's do our collective fire sign reading. Okay. So what is weighing on the hearts of our fire dominance, our fire signs for the month of February? Okay. All right. We had the rune Inguas. Again, this is the rune of creative potential, right? In the proper use of solitude. All right. Anything and this is like, yo, I'm telling you, it's like we in a race, but it's like we've made so much progress through this race. You see what I'm saying? How I say it's anybody's game. It's our game. It's anybody's game, but it's our game. You feel what I'm saying? Let's clarify. It's room. Inguas. We're clarifying that right now. All right. We got the room algae. All right. So it's looking like there's gonna be a shutdown, honestly. Like a bigger, like I don't even want that. I don't even want that. You see what I'm saying? And then it's a lot going on. Some people are saying you need to look at the news outside the country. And it's like a Korean news page that a lot of people are starting to show favor to. And they are showing stuff from the news overseas. that is literally not even being talked about here unless you see that Korean news. Like you know, there was the people at the thing and the pew pew and the guy and stuff like that. They saw like all of that. They saw the Kool-Aid getting spilt and the whole shebang in the UK. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, we talking about what is on the hearts of the people. And what came up first was the proper use of solitude. The proper use of solitude, right? And a certain creative potential. A certain creative potential. You see what I'm saying? So we might have a little extra time on our hands this month for some people. For some people, you know what I'm saying? Other people, you see what I'm saying? They are going to be in a position. You know what? I was talking about the horse blinders. That's exactly what this is. Pulling back from all the gory details. Pulling back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to be tapped in and to know what's going on, but it's enough going on to drive you crazy. They're already putting out misinformation for every piece of information. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, take care of your star player. Take care of your star player. But again, you know what I'm saying? Security is on our mind. You know what I'm saying? This is always gonna remind me of homesteading. This is always gonna remind me of homesteading. Um, yeah, 100%, 100%. But this rune is Algiz. It's gonna protect and reinforce the runes surrounding it, and that's really is what's giving me the sensation of you know what I'm saying, more shutdowns, more shutdowns. It was people that was literally, you know what I'm saying, not they was struggling to feed their children. You see what I'm saying? When them corporate, no, excuse me, when them government checks start rolling in, yeah, it can get dark real quick in some places for real. A lot of it. When my checks start running in, I'm gonna get dark for real. So yeah, yeah. And that's what we were talking about in the previous in the collective reading. You see what I'm saying? Doing what you gotta do, like arming yourself with information. You see what I'm saying? So that's right here. It's the rune Tyre, right? Also known as the rune Tawas. This is showing us that justice is served. All right. Justice is served. All right. So I'm telling you, strap in and enjoy the ride because there's some legal matters, lawsuits coming out. You feel me? All type of stuff. All type of stuff. We have to be extremely mindful because it's people trying to play with your top. You feel me? And we are better than them. We are better than them. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I got to look over here for that now. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. We can keep rocking and rolling with it. Yeah. All right. So, additionally, all right, some sacrifice is going to have to be made. You're going to have some tough decisions to make this month. Very tough decisions. All right. Very tough decisions, especially toward the end now, especially toward like that last 10 days of the month. Ooh, ooh, I can see our military ex-military personnel, you know what I'm saying, ex-law enforcement, whoever, ex-Coast Guard, you see what I'm saying, government employees, government state employees, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That the last 10 days of February are gonna be one for the books. Okay? It's gonna be one for the books. That's all I can tell you for sure. All right. I appreciate you. All right, so that is what's on the hearts of the people. On the hearts of the people, because like I said, I can feel it coming. That's all I'm saying. Ooh. So we have the rune Hagalas, the rune of hell and hail storms. All right, in the position. Okay, for the fire dominance, for the fire signs. All right, for the position of conflicts and restrictions and binding, affecting our fire signs is a hailstorm. It's a hailstorm. This is symbolic of what you are unaware of. What you are unaware of. All right. What it said, watch out for black ice. You thought it was black guys. No, it's them black ice uniforms. Gotcha. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Some people it may manifest like that. This does indicate we was just talking about how that storm, this room came out for the collective as well, especially for our fire signs. You see what I'm saying? Yo, as cold and nasty as it is this weekend, I've had nothing but just crazy snow for the last 2 weeks. I'm glad I got a little break. Them storms done pushed on east. It's hitting y'all now. We can go through this all over again in 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. In 2 more weeks. All right. Additionally, this talks about our mental state. I have been going through it mentally, personally. You see what I'm saying? But I know we all are. And I know that my pain and suffering, perceived suffering, is no more unique or no more painful than anyone else's. So I still got to go to work. I still got to show up. I still got to, you know what I'm saying, put the S on my chest every morning. We'll keep it going. All right. But yeah, there's something that you are unaware of, my fire signs. Something you are unaware of that you need to be aware of. And let's see how this plays out. Okay, we're looking more like the middle of the month. The middle of the month now. Okay. Yeta. This is the rune, all right, of small cycles. Okay. This is also a rune of the good harvest. All right. I'll show you. All right. The good harvest. So the rune of good harvest, this indicates that things might look worse before they start looking better. So, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to we was talking about the wealth management industries, and Bitcoin dropped down to like 70,000 some odd, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The real ones know sometimes you just got to grin and bear it. You feel me? You can't just like panic sell or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? There's gonna be a recovery. There's gonna be a recovery. You see what I'm saying? Towards the middle of the month. This room right here, it cannot be reversed. It's in a challenging position. All right. So again, this indicates that you're gonna reap what you sow. This is the rune of good harvest. Albeit you've been putting in sowing some good seeds. You're sowing good seeds, you're gonna get a good harvest. So yeah, maybe it'll manifest like 10, 15 days in. If there's a shutdown, if paychecks haven't been getting cut for some people, they're gonna be getting cut around the middle of the month. You see what I'm saying? You put that work in, or you otherwise, you know what I'm saying, you got your situation situated in such a way that them checks ain't supposed to stop. Yeah, you're gonna be back cool around the middle of the month. All right. And we are gonna clarify even further what conflicts, restrictions, and binding might our fire signs be facing. All right, let's clarify this room. Yeah. Okay. Again, we have the room Ingwas. Ingwa, this just had shut down. It's written all over like, yo, I cannot imagine having to go through this bullshit again. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. All right. But signs are pointing to yes. Signs are pointing to yes. All right. For our fire sign collective, conflicts, restrictions, and bonding you will be facing throughout the month of May. It's going to be of the variety of weather. It's going to be of the variety of terrible, terrible, terrible storms and snowstorms. You know what I'm saying? And then in some places, any amount of snow is a little unusual. Like I know I'm from the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? They get an inch of snow, it's cars flipped over and on fire. All right. So I'm not trying to invoke fear. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, there's gonna be some slowdowns for the first 10 days of the month. All right, it's gonna be some things that we are completely unaware of. We may not actually, you know what I'm saying, become aware of. It's battles being hidden, it's battles being fought outside of our awareness. You see what I'm saying? So when things are slowed down, you see what I'm saying, you might wish that they weren't, but whole time that was the best thing for you. That was the best thing for you. That was the best thing for you. We this year we shaking the whole shit up. We shaking the whole shit up. We already victorious. You see what I'm saying? We already know how these things gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? In our higher self and our with our holy guardian angel. You see what I'm saying? With our celestial. you know what I'm saying, support systems. We already know that we victorious. We just here to experience these things firsthand in a chronological, timely order. You see what I'm saying? So, middle of the month, you're gonna receive the harvest. You're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Have you lost something? I know I'm waiting on a couple phone calls and emails, and I'm just like, hey, yo, you normally hit me back faster than this when it's about some, you know what I'm saying? This is a business transaction. I'm talking about. I'm looking like, yo, you hit me up X, Y, and Z. I did A, B, and C. I need the 1, 2, 3. I'm looking forward to the middle of the month. I'm looking forward to. So it ain't just me. It ain't just me. All right. So yeah, it's looking like we're gonna be experiencing some blissful solitude toward the end of the month. All right. Now let's move on to what is the foundation for, you know what I'm saying, the situation as it pertains to our fire dominance. To our fire dominance. What is the foundation of your situation? You know what I'm saying? For a collective, we had love was in the air. All right. We talking about the triplicity of fate, chance, and action. For the collective, this is gonna be more action oriented. How do you spend your time? How do you spend your time? You see what I'm saying? But you was also protected no matter what you chose to do. You see what I'm saying? So now we was on to the fire dominance. That was the collective. This the fire dominance. See what I'm saying? Again, we have the rune Jibo, also known as Kibo. This is the rune that is of the letter X. All right. This is also indicative of sacrifices. Sacrifice is very transactional. It's very transactional. You see what I'm saying? But this is a necessary sacrifice as opposed to an unnecessary sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? So this always deals with duality. This always deals with duality. It's has some correspondences with Gemini or Libra, whatever the case may be. It's about romance. You know what I'm saying? Gemini is known as the lovers. Gemini is known as the lovers. You see what I'm saying? But the lovers can also be the brothers. And like I say, you know what I'm saying? Anytime we talk about romance, we simultaneously talking about business. All right. So the foundation, all right, is romance and business. All right. And the people involved you quantumly entangled with regarding the romance, regarding the business. You see what I'm saying? This is what is highlighted. Let's clarify this energy. Okay. Again, we have the rune Bo or the rune Fihu, right? This is the rune of wealth, material possessions. Material possessions. I feel like I'm giving the same reading every time I get up here, but I'm just like, yo, I know I was going through it. Especially this past week, you know what I'm saying? Your boy came down with the sniffles, and y'all be picking on us guys, man. Y'all be like, oh, motherfucker get a cold, not like, you know what I'm saying, it's something worse, you know what I'm saying? But hey yo, so yeah, it's very transactional energy, but it's also a very successful energy. All right. And we have the rune Kenas. All right, again, this is rune of creation, and a rune of burning creative fire. All right. This is also new lovers. This is for sure. For sure. People, I've been scrolling the book, man. I've been scrolling Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Timeline getting weird, man. Timeline getting crazy. Who trying to get snowed in with me? Who trying to get snowed in with me? I just told you we finna have this same weather. We finna have this same weather in 2 weeks. All right. But toward the end of the month, you see what I'm saying? There is gonna be a lot of information come out. A lot of new information coming out. All right. This is the rune of beacons. All right. It is light. It is a very, very powerful and hot source of light. You see what I'm saying? So this can also be indicative of passion. And it's also highlighting your health. Highlighting your health. All right. And I don't know if you see it. This is a bay leaf I keep in my jaws. Bay leaf is purification. You see what I'm saying? And so it's good for your bloodstream. You see what I'm saying? And it's also good for pulling dreams. It's good for manifesting in general. You really should probably get a metaphysical encyclopedia, especially one that spends time intimately speaking on plants, because yeah, them shits go crazy. I love them actually. All right, let's see. Are you still? Oh, okay, okay. I gotta swipe for my TikTok. Boom. Had to drag the puzzle piece. I took too long. Boom. Drag the puzzle piece. We right on time with it. All right. I'm gonna put this thing back. Ah, boom. All right. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All right. Well, we're an hour and 5 minutes in, people. Let's move right along. What is weighing on the minds of the fire dominant collective for the month of February? All right. Thoughts, communications, and the mind of our fire dominance for the month of February. Um, we have the rune of joy. Okay, this is the rune Wunyo. Wunyo. Okay, highlights what I can put it back in there. Oh no. Wunyo highlights, you know what I'm saying, dealings with people that are extremely close to you, right? People that are extremely, extremely close to you. These is, you know what I'm saying, this is the rune of joy. This is the rune of success. This is the rune of success. So what our fire dominance, you know what I'm saying, y'all are very joyful, very exuberant, very expressive people. You see what I'm saying? And whatever's going on, you are managing it. All right. You managing it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, we have single parents out here who have to show up, you know what I'm saying, as best they are capable of showing up as both parents. You see what I'm saying? You might be looking at the writings on the wall, and you can't let that get to you. You can't let that get to you. It's a lot of information. And for every piece of information, there is some misinformation. All right. So stay light of heart. Stay light of heart. I'm very, very glad that I saw that one come out for our fire dominance. All right. Yeah, I need to plug that one back out because that's a good indicator. It's a good indicator. You see what I'm saying? Being light of heart. All right. And that is how you lubricate. You know what I'm saying? That's how you lubricate the energies in your field. All right. To be conducive to success, peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome in. Get comfortable. We're doing the fire sign, you know what I'm saying? Fire dominant collective reading for the entire month of February. So towards let me see. Yeah, the first 10 days of the month. All right. Yeah. You should have some plans. You know what I'm saying? You should have some plans for you know what I'm saying, some time to experience bliss. You see what I'm saying? Romance. Yeah, yeah. This is a very good omen, just generally speaking. We just talking about where your mind at. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all that's gonna be seizing these opportunities, whereas other people may be consumed with hard eyes and whatnot. And hey, either one is fun. Either one is fun. But let's clarify. Let's clarify. We have an abundance. We have an abundance of joy. We have an abundance of success. We have an abundance of opportunity. That is what's in your mind. That's it. That's what you manifested. So that's what's going to be in your communications, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. All right. That's just beautiful. This is beautiful. All right. Your success is amplified. All right. It's what we're seeing here. And if it's not, then your focus becomes amplifying the success you have experienced, amplify the abundance that you have in your world. You know what I'm saying? And this is what a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, are going through, but especially you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that stream looking crazy on the other joint, but hey, that's just, I'm just trying to stay active on that page. You feel me? All right. Now, lastly, let's clarify. All right, the rune Lagos, the rune of abundance. All right. Now, protection. All right. So look. Things could get real spicy. All right. Just because you have an abundance of suitors, abundance of romantic potentials, you see what I'm saying? Just because you have a lot of new people, like, yo, you got people like spicy content creators, your DM's gonna be flooded. Your DM's gonna be flooded. And even regular content creators, your DM's gonna be flooded. Opportunities come through text. You see what I'm saying? I miss you, hey big head, all that shit. You see what I'm saying? So you are gonna have to be very selectful. You see what I'm saying? You got to parse through this information. You see what I'm saying? Because while you may have an abundance of opportunity, enjoy, and successful to be had, this is abundance this is quality as opposed to quantity. You are going to be experiencing a lot of quantity of, high interactions, high volume, a high influx of people and people related things going on in this month. All right. And you have to be very selectful. All right. That's where we're coming from. But again, you are very protected. During this time, we have the room Algiz. All right. Algiz is it has some parallels with the tree that Odin hung from for clarity, you know what I'm saying, and an upgrade of his talents. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you out here finessing. You out here finessing. I love it. I love to see it. All right. So how do things resolve for our fire dominant signs on this month? How do things play out for you? How do things play out for you, fire dominance? Let's look into it. All right. We had the rune Sowilo. Sowilo is the sun. Sowilo is the sun. This is very action oriented, very bright, very light, the most light possible. All right. So you are going to be taking charge this month. Taking charge this month. All right. Ample opportunities to do whatever you want, despite, like we said, horse blinders is on. We dodging the hijack. We dodging the hijack. We is not letting the things that's on the news be a wet blanket to our ambitions. We're not letting, the things coming out in this media, be a wet blanket to our outlook on life. You vibrating high, and I love that for you. And you're gonna keep vibrating high. That's the key. That's the key. That's the key. Keep vibrating high. You already know what to do. Let's clarify. We got the room Bergano. All right. You have a lot of people that you know what I'm saying, a lot like yo, and it's not even about the holiday because they is all based on tragic events of the destruction of my people specifically, but as divine transmuters, as divine alchemists and operators and such and so forth, we are transmuting that energy into beauty. We are transmuting into love the things that are not love. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And a lot of us doing this without being intimately aware of, the alchemy involved on the background end of things. Because it doesn't take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to know the intimate workings of electricity to flip a light switch on and say, hey, it's too dark in here. That motherfucker on now. You see what I'm saying? So, yo, I look like, yo, you really, this is a good month for you. This is a good month for you. And then this is, gonna be the last, cool month. It's gonna be heating up after this month. And then that's some energy that, yo, you setting up this month. What you do in February is really gonna set you up for the best year imaginable. All right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have beauty. Beauty is surrounding you. Beauty is on your head. Beauty is in your destiny. Beautiful things are in your destiny. And some of y'all might get pregnant though. A lot of y'all getting pregnant. A lot of this the fire signs is getting pregnant. Okay? Y'all is fucking out here. All right. Then we have the room Dagas. All right. This is another room that talks about light. All right. So there's something that you are going to be breaking through. You're going to be breaking through. I'm going to leave it at that. You're breaking through. All right. There's some actions that you're gonna have to take for the first 10 days of the month. All right. And then from the 11th through the 20th, right? 11th through the 19th, the middle of the month. All right. There's gonna be some intimate things. All right. Some people might find out they're pregnant. Other people might be, giving birth to a new business adventure. All around, you are growing mentally and physically because your fire signs is with the shits for real. You with the shits. All right. So things is gonna play out for you with you getting way closer to your goal than some of you might have anticipated. It's paying off. It's paying off. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. Your time spent is gonna lead you to what it is that you didn't have. You're gonna have that before this month is out. All right. It's beautiful for you. It's beautiful for you. All right. Now we are moving on to our air signs. Collective reading for the month of February. All right. Get you on my pentagram down here. Okay. And I'll show you what I got. All right. There's no secret. This is my public, journal. All right. Collective, fire, right? All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because I need to know what's gonna happen to me this month. Ooh, against me. All right. Peace, all, peace, all, peace, all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I woke up at like noon, yo. My sleep schedule was so crazy this week, man. My sleep schedule was so crazy this week. All right. So I slept until like 11, 12. So I knew I was going to be up a good deal tonight, but I had to work out. I had to get some workouts in, yo. I had to tap into my inner fire sign. All right. Now, let's look into our air sign, our air dominance collective energy reading for the month of February, okay? What is on the hearts? What is in the waters? What is on the spirits? You see what I'm saying? The psychic energy surrounding our air signs and our air dominance on today for the month of February, okay? We have the rune Fee O. Okay, this is the rune of wealth. I just got some really, really, really good news. I actually fancied a run-in with somebody who I've been meaning to run into for a little hot minute, but I don't know this person like that. You see what I'm saying? I became aware of this person about midsummer last year, and there was some opportunity attached with this, interaction. And I didn't have time last year. And that person has left my mind. And then I ran smack dab into him, just some networking timing. And they invited me to the thing I was interested in without even really asking for real. Like, yo, it was just so copacetic. It was just so copacetic. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I need to start doing ABC for the X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm saying? Setting them up, knock them down later on in the year, so to speak. Right. So, yeah, that is what's going on. That is what I'm seeing here. You know what I'm saying? And then I got some irons. I got some irons and some different fires. See what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from. This is the rune of wealth. This is the rune of wealth. So we got money and opportunity and success and things regarding security and material possessions. Material possessions. That's what we manifesting. That's what's on our heart. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, so that's a lot of things going on in the world. It's a lot of change happening. And when you look at things through that scope, you see what I'm saying? Because we was talking about that's the first one that came out for the collective as well was material possessions, money, all right, security related things, all right. So that is doubly so, doubly so. All right, this is the energy surrounding you psychically, but it's also what's on your heart. All right, I tell you, If you look close enough in my iris, you're gonna see some S's with some limestone. All right, let's clarify this energy. Okay, we have the rune Algiz. Algiz is the most protective rune that we have, and it reinforces the runes around it. All right, now me personally, again, there was something that I was becoming worried. I wasn't worried about it, but I'm like, it's a little unusual, right? And yeah, we was cool. We was cool. Everything is gonna work out beautifully, right? Now let's clarify that energy of protection and of our talents, right? We have the rune Yera or Jira, right? We talking about reaping what we sow. This is the rune of good harvest. Okay. So that's what's on our mind. That's what's on our mind. Any type of transacting that you've been doing on some big boy activity, on some big boy time, and you taking care of some big boy, you know what I'm saying, boss lady type of transactions, and you may have had some that is just like not really played out the way you thought they would yet, even though it's a little too early to tell. Just give us some time. Just give us some time. We are reaping what we sow. This is a good harvest. This is a good harvest. Additionally, this is what's on your heart. What's on your heart is manifesting beautiful things, new beautiful adventures, new and beautiful opportunities, opening your world up, opening your world up. The way it's looking to some people, saving your family and yourself and the people closest to you, your loved ones. See what I'm saying? So this can manifest so many different ways for so many different people. All right. But by the end of the month, by the end of the month, you're gonna be manifesting beauty, right? Good harvest. All right. Now let's continue on to take a look at conflicts and restrictions and bonding that may be affecting, all right, our air dominance. All right. So we have the rune Manas. Okay. This is people and people related things. Okay. Social order, social hierarchies, your place in the world, and maybe you actually need help with something. I know I do. That's just what I was just talking about. I was a little worried. You feel me? So the first 10 days of the month, you know what I mean? That it's gonna become very obvious to us. Okay? Very obvious to us. The matters of people. All right. There's gonna be a lot of holiday marketing going on. I seen somebody eating strawberries. You know what I'm saying? They bought a big $25 single strawberry. It was fat and pretty too. I ain't gonna hold you. It looked kind of like the mugs from Sam's Club. They just have gorgeous strawberries, even though they're not non-GMO. But yo, it's gonna be a lot of marketing going out here, right? It's gonna be a lot of pressure. It's gonna be a lot of people related pressure out here. Like I know for no particular reason, you know what I'm saying? I might get some DMs. Them DMs be DMing, you know what I'm saying? And that might not necessarily be what I actually need to do right now, even though I may feel tempted. I'm getting the sensation of temptation, right? Not explicitly so. We're gonna clarify this actually. We're gonna clarify this, all right? When it comes to the matters of people and hierarchies and social structures, how will things play out? Let's clarify this energy. Okay. You got the room Isa. Okay. We got the rune Isa. All right. Isa is the rune of ice, the rune of binding, the rune of restrictions. All right. There's gonna be some slowdown. There's gonna be some slowdown when it comes to people. All right. Hierarchies, social structures, social orders. I'm hearing one of our favorite apps might be going away completely. All right. They just did some changeover type timing, but they always dangling it like, yo, we might really just need to get rid of this. Y'all too lit over there. Y'all too lit over there. All right. So additionally, when it comes to matters of people, people is doing things. People is doing things behind your back that you might not be aware of. Additionally, when you become, you know what I'm saying, when situated to deal with people, to handle people, all right, let's read the room. Let's read the room. It's a lot of things going on in our world. Some people might be affected, and you might not know that they're being affected. You see what I'm saying? So we need to be using our first eye. You see what I'm saying? Our intuition. We take a step back, scan the room, scan the field. All right, read some faces, read their voices. You see what I mean? Peace, all, peace, all, peace, all. Peace, property, prosperity. All right. Yeah. So let's clarify this rune is we have the rune of binding in the place of binding, and that's crazy because for the fire dominance, we had the rune of hail and hailstorms in the place of binding. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, those were two both ice related runes, two runes associated with slowdowns. Now for the fire dominance, that is a fated event. You see what I'm saying? Could be a ego death manifest for some people for them fires, but for our heirs, this is like proceed with caution in the matters of people. All right, but let's see how things clarify with the rune itself. Okay, we have the rune per throw. Okay, now this rune itself is going to freeze these energies here so that they are accentuated. All right, that they are accentuated. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the room per throw. All right, you might find yourself with some downtime. It might be this is just like we was talking about, man. You might be invited to get snowed in with somebody, right? Tis the season. It's one of them months. It's one of month. Me personally, I try not to deal with nobody with no new people. I try not to invite new people in my life. I do actively like avoid romantic pursuits from new people in my world. Usually, not always that strong, but from like October to February, DMs close on some personal timing. Uh, it's just one like, yo, is it real? Is it real? Yo, I'm about to play my favorite song. What's in this cup for real? And baby, don't tell me no lie. I ain't got time for this. The tickets to this party done sold out. Was this chick for real? This is the room of the lot cup. This is the room of the lot cup. All right. This shows correspondences with the wheel of fortune. All right. And it's indicative of a cup. All right. They say that this could also reveal like a situation where you find yourself in like a great dining hall. All right. This is a room, you know what I'm saying, of hidden things, but it's not necessarily bad things. It has similarities. It carries the energy of infinite possibilities, but also vagina. You see what I'm saying? There's much joy to be had. This is a good lot. We was talking about a good harvest that was on our heart. This is a good lot. Okay, especially as the way it came out. Uh, yeah, you're gonna have some downtime, but you're gonna have some fun with it. You're gonna have some fun with it. You see what I'm saying? Now, we talking about conflicts, restrictions, and binding. You see what I'm saying? Who are these people? This is still a mystery. This is still a mystery. You see what I'm saying? Are you being seduced? Are you being seduced? Is that good for you for right now? Are you on birth control? Do you need new children? Is that somebody you can trust, or is that a finesse? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, let's operate, you know what I'm saying, as healed individuals out here. All right. And let's handle people the way that we need to handle them. Treat people the way you like to be treated. And have people treat you the way you would treat them. You see what I'm saying? Let's make sure things is being reciprocated. You feel me? All right. Now, let's look at the foundation for our situation. All right. Why are we doing what we're doing for the month of February? Yeah. Let's talk about it. We got the rune Yeta. Yeta is the rune of good harvest. Okay. We manifesting. We manifesting. We had things going on. We had things going on, right? We all do. The world doesn't stop for anyone. Okay. So we are more than anybody else. We literally are reaping what we sow this month. You see what I'm saying? Let's clarify though. Let's be more specific. Okay. Reaping and sowing what? All right. So on our quest to become highly potent and powerful individuals, or on our way to bring home the bacon, so to speak, we have our rune out geeks. This is the rune of the most protection offered by a single rune in the Futhar runes. And this rune is also gonna enhance the runes around it. All right. So you reap what you sow, you reaping beauty, you're sowing beauty times 1,000. All right. If you sowing beauty, you reaping beauty times 1,000. You're gonna get it back in spades. You're getting it back in spades. Whatever you put out, you're getting back in spades. All right. That's what I'm saying. Now we have the rune Kenas. All right. Kenas is a rune of creative fire and communication. All right. It's a beacon of light and creativity. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting back at it. I took a couple weeks off. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did because it's what I did. You know, can't put toothpaste back in the tube and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all smooth. You feel me? So yeah, you're gonna be in your creative bag for the month. You'll be in your creative bag for the month. All right. We working, you know what I'm saying? We grinding all winter to shine all summer. That's what it's giving me. All right. And this is the part of the grind for February for our air dominance. All right. And even if, you know what I'm saying, some things shut down, that's gonna give opportunity for other things to open up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But also, let's be mindful of our health. Let's be mindful of our health. All right. All right. Now, what of the thoughts and communications? All right. What's on the minds of air dominance, our air signs for the month of February? Okay. We have the rune Nathis. Okay. The rune Nathis, also known as the rune Naiad. All right. This is a rune of sacrifice, but it's also a rune of over sacrifice. Okay. So this again is saying, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not jump to conclusions. All right. Let's slow down. Let's clarify this. Let's go ahead and clarify this. All right. Dagas, the room of daytime clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. So what's on your mind is you need a breakthrough in regards to a certain matter. Maybe you're working, maybe you're feeling overworked, or maybe there's something coming up that you have to spend money on or time, resources. You see what I'm saying? And you might not need to do that. You might not need to do that. You need to assess the situation. Daytime clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. We need to be sure that we are investing our time and our energy. You can't get that time back. You can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. All right. So we're talking about what's on your mind. All right. We're talking about the thoughts and communication surrounding the situation. Right. And for that, we have over sacrifice and a need to clarify. A need to clarify. Okay. So we're going to clarify that rune dagas. Okay, daytime clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty, right? So, what is it that we don't know that we need to know? What is it that we are being so cautious about? And how did things play out for the last 10 days of the month? Okay, we have the rune Ingwaz. Ingwaz, Ingwaz, Ingwaz. Now, we had this rune Ingwaz come out quite a few times for our reading for January. I found myself with unwanted downtime in a place I didn't want to be at for 8 days. Now, day one, scroll my phone. Day two, started catching up on some old TV shows. Day three, look, I'm about to hit the city. This a little place in the middle of nowhere. I don't know nothing about this place. I've been driving through here for years, and now I got some time to kind of explore this little joint. I've made some new connections. You see what I'm saying? Unexpected things, right? But this right here, yeah, it's looking like, right? We talking the proper use of solitude. The proper use of solitude. All right. And it's also a masculine creative potential. Okay. We planning our next move. We're gonna make our next move our best move. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's on our mind. If we find ourselves with some downtime, we find ourselves pulling back, having to readjust, That's it. That's it. Okay. And that's fun. That's what's, you know what I'm saying, gonna be in the communications and talks. And also in our mind. You know, mind and psyche mean the same thing. You see what I mean? Yeah, very interesting stuff. Now, how do things resolve for our air dominance on the month of February? Okay, let's clarify. Let's look into it. Let's look into how things play out for our air signs, our air dominance for the month of February. Okay, we have the rune fee. Oh, also known as the rune field. This is material possessions. This is wealth. Okay. This is money. Okay. Now let's clarify that. What of our money? What of our wealth? Okay, first 10 days of the month. You know what? I actually had to dig myself out of a little hole after them holidays. I know it ain't just me now. Let's clarify this rule of material possessions. Okay. We have the rule orthodox or the wild ox. Okay. So not only are we receiving new money, new opportunities, you see what I'm saying? You might have a transaction go through that's been frozen for a little while. You see what I'm saying? But this right here is telling us that we moving intuitive about our bag, about our paper. All right. It's this is good. The Bulls is marching. The bull was say it's gonna be a bull run on the market. It's a bull market. It's a bull market. You charged up. You charged up. You see what I'm saying? You financially, you got your battery in your back financially. All right. You should expect a financial windfall this month. You should expect for our air signs and our air dominance, expect a financial windfall. All right. Now let's clarify further of this financial windfall. See what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good month for us. The room so we low. The room so we low. I know me personally, I haven't been so active on these platforms. You see what I'm saying? And now I'm getting back active, right? And now these opportunities is gonna begin finding me, right? I need this is motion. You got all the motion. This is the room so we low is the room of success. All right. And the room of being capable. The room of being capable. All right, it's the room of power. The room so we low is the room of power. Yeah, that's that lightning bolt. That's that room of power. That's that same room. That's that same symbol Harry Potter had over his eye. Endless opportunities. Endless opportunities. All right. Aries is really, excuse me, air signs, air dominance, big up for this month. big up for this month. All right. With the caveat that we don't get sucked in to somebody's romantic melodrama. Everything is going to be up. You feel me? So some communications might be a little slow from some third parties, but that's not a big deal. Those things will resolve themselves. All right. This is going to be a fun month for you. Air dominance. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. All right. It's the greatest story ever told. Okay? Now, let's look into our water. Peace, power, protection, and prosperity to the people. I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. So let's look into our water dominance. All right, for our water signs, our water dominance, water collective. We're going to do a reading for the water collective for the month of February. Okay. Let's get some more light going. Boom. All right. We again have the runes, so we low. Okay. This is what is on the heart of our water dominance. All right. You want some motion. You want some motion. You want to take charge. You want to take action. All right. There's something going on in your world that you ready to deal with. Internally, you've already resolved, like, yo. Let me at him. Let me at him. You ready to do it. You ready to do it to him. Whatever your target is. Whatever your target is. You are ready for the world right now. Internally, the battle is one within. The wars is one within. And you one of them ones. This is for my water dominance. All right. So let's clarify our rune Sowilo. Okay. Mm-hmm. We have the rune Algis. So this is gonna double down that, you know what I'm saying, sensation of needing to take action, right? And being ready to take whatever action it is that must be taken. The battle is one within, the war is one within. You already resolved. Like, yo, you ready for the world. You ready for the world. All right. Let's clarify that rune Algis, the most potent protection rune in the Elder Futhar. You have the rune Ansus. The rune Ansus shows up to confirm the runes around it. And this is further confirmed and empowered by the rune Algis. All right. So you ready for some action. All right. And you are already successful. You are already successful in whatever you win your energy through this month. It's already done. It's already done. All right. But let's take a look at what binding restrictions and conflicts that may arise for our water dominance during the month of February. Okay. We have the rune Laguz. The rune Laguz is the rune of water. All right. Like y'all see that. I was gonna say a meme, but Buddy lost his fingers. You see what I'm saying? It was like a Asian dude, or you know what I'm saying? He was standing at like a dam, and the dam had like the dam was filling up with water. The dam was filling up with water, and it's this little guy, man, a little guy, and he was really like a skinny, petite, you know what I'm saying, dude, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how you say that. He was a slender built guy standing next to like a large, just straight beam of water just coming out. And he's kind of posted up, posing like, hey, mom, and everything. And he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick my hand in the water that's filling this dam up. But it was like thousands and thousands of gallons a second that was filling. And he just didn't respect nature in that moment. He didn't respect physics in that moment. He got a physics lesson. He was like, hey, I'm going to stick my hand in the water. You see what I'm saying? This is an abundance. This is an abundance. You see what I'm saying? So we talking about an abundance, not necessarily high fidelity, but an abundance of just little nuances throughout the month, unfortunately. Okay. But also emotions, an abundance of emotions. For it's is February. No matter like yo, I'm anti-establishment, I'm anti-everything, bro. I'm counterculture, like I'm non-mainstream. I don't give a shit about holidays and this and that and that and this. And I'll be the main one sitting here looking like sure would be nice, you know what I'm saying? I work a lot, man. I work a lot, man. I'm always like the new person wherever I am in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, man. So, you know, hey, you're gonna have to check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. It's all you. It's all here for you, but it's you versus you at the same time, man. Excuse me. Let me see. We have the Rune Minaj. Is that everybody? Did everybody get that? Okay, the collective didn't get it, but air dominance got it for conflicts, restrictions, and bonding. All right. So when we talking about the rune of joy, you know what I'm saying, is one of those symbols. It's kind of like the letter P. This is the rune Manaz. It's one of those symbols facing each other. That is a conversation taking place. Okay. That is you in the divine, or you facing yourself, or you facing another. Right. But additionally, this is the rune of social orders and social hierarchies. All right. This could be just some nonsense from the office, you know what I'm saying? HR, like you uh legal things as well. You see what I'm saying? Like I have something going on, you know what I'm saying, on that type timing. And I'm just like, I don't I thought this was gonna be like a good, you know, a good fit for what I'm trying to do. And now I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. That's how it's playing out for me already. And this is the first day of the month, 3 hours into it. You see what I'm saying? But again, let's clarify. Conflicts, restrictions, and bondage. All right. For our water dominance. All right. Got the rune Raido. All right. See, mama said I'm at the shop around. I'm at the shop around. All right. So the rune Raido. All right. This is a Sagittarian in nature. Uh, This is the rune Isa, the rune of ice, in combination with the rune Sowilo, the rune of fire. That is beautiful. I I got a candle going, of course, and it's hey, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of potent energy going on. You feel me? And we already talking about conflicts, restrictions, and bonding. You feel me? It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. Maybe I'm just noticing it. Maybe it just caught my eye, right? And I hyperfixated it on it. No, we having a conversation. We having a conversation. All right, so travels. Okay. There could be conflicts, restrictions, and bonding in the realm of traveling, transporting, going to and from work. I travel for a living. I already know. I already know. This gonna be one of them months. You know what I'm saying? Traffic jams, snow, shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah. Yeah, some places that ice just don't thaw fast enough. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on these country highways and mountainous back roads and shit and carrying on. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So additionally, the rune Raido, all right, Raido means rad. Remember that first season of Transformers that came out in the 80s. What was the main character's name? The main character's name was Rad. R-A-D. Rad. Rad, I think in Germanic, actually translates to what is it? Like question or wisdom or something like that. It's just some old language for, you know what I'm saying, wisdom. You see what I'm saying? So we talking about this rune is literally like the letter R. It's the rad, like raiders. You see what I'm saying? We're going on a quest. We're going on a quest to find what it is that we require to get closer to our goal. If you've been keeping I have big goals to hit every single month for this year to go the way that I think I need to go, you know what I'm saying, to suit my fancy. You feel me? And yeah, this is already, they're speaking to me. They're speaking to me big time. All right. You may need some advice. You may need some advice. Get some advice. Get some advice. But then they say good help is hard to find. You see what I'm saying? Good help is hard to find. So we have an abundance of people related things, society related things, order related things. You see what I'm saying? And the need to find what it is to aid us on our journey. All right. Slowdowns in regards to that and traveling or the desire to experience some escapism. Okay. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I'm air and water dominant. Now I'm looking like, hey, hold on. When it get too stressed out here on the road, I'll be ready to post up and have me a little beer ski or something. I don't drink a lot no more, man, but I haven't fully quit either. I might get a beer or two a month, like a cool little 32. 20, I think I just got like 22s the last time because I really don't do a lot, but like I would have like a drink or two a month now. It used to be a lot more often than that. Ooh, let me hold on a second. Yeah, it's hitting. Ooh, I ain't putting no agave nectar in. I ain't putting no monk fruit in. Just straight herbs, my baby. Okay. Now let's contemplate. All right. What is the foundation for our situation? Why are we doing what we doing for the month of February? Talk to me. Okay. We're at the rune Yeta. The rune Yera is the rune of the year. J is the newest letter, so that means it's some bullshit. Anything with a letter J on it, you might as well just drop that shit. I'll just drop it. J is fake. Okay. This is a new era. All right. This is the rune of good harvest. Okay. So why are we doing what we're doing for the month? It's about manifesting. We're trying to reap what we sow. We want to sow good, beautiful fruits. So we're reaping good, beautiful fruits because we've sowed good and beautiful fruits. You see what I'm saying? That's our that's the foundation of our energy. You know what I'm saying? So we have been through moments of isolation, of solitude, and of like recalibration. You feel me? All these things, right? And we're gonna get that back in space. All right. Watch what come out next. Let's clarify this rune yet. All right. We have the rune of justice. All right. This is the rune Tai Air. Okay, also known as Taiwas or Tiwas. See what I'm saying? This is the rune of sacrifice, but it's a necessary sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? This is a sacrifice to heal something. All right. You not only are in a position to receive the good fruits of your labor, but we're talking about really collapsing old timelines and walking that walk into that new, big, beautiful earth. You see what I'm saying? They talking about all this stuff going on with CERN, any dimensions and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You really look into it. We are being made aware that the current, let's say, oligarch regime situation, right, have been doing what they've been doing, everything that's come out, all our lives. Okay. Anything built doing, you know what I'm saying, the pain and suffering of others cannot grow to become anything more than the pain and suffering of others. And it's getting real for a lot of people. All right. All wrongs will be righted. All wrongs will be righted. You see what I'm saying? So this is the room with justice. Wrongs are righted. Wrongs are righted. Okay. It's gonna cost you. Ain't nothing free. Well, I paid enough. You're gonna pay a little bit more. This ain't up to you. Okay. You show up, beautiful attitude, ready to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be cool. We're gonna be cool. How do things resolve? You know what I'm saying? Let's further clarify. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate you. Divine honest levels. All right. The foundation for our situation. Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we doing what we're doing? All right. Ooh, we're doing it for love. We're doing it for love. You feel me? So look, again, love and business are synonymous. Okay. But yeah, this is further uh clarifying the fact that the sacrifices we made are going to be given back to us in spades, depending on how you spend your time, right? And I'm air and water dominant, so these is personal to me. Like, yo, I know this time is flying by all quick and whatnot, but at the same time, we have a lot of air and a lot of opportunity. You see what I'm saying? To manipulate and spend your time, get the most you can out of you. Get the most you can out of your day, out of your 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are fixated, hyper fixated, and obsessed with the beautiful things and the information and the self improvement, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. I know we were talking about, you know, it's in the power of joy, but that was for the fire dominance. All right. A lot of us air and waters, we like to get into the minutia. Okay. Scorpio is water, you know what I'm saying, dominant. They're getting into the cracks, the crevices. See what I'm saying? The depths. Our cancers, our Pisces, get into the depths. We blurring the lines. All right. We here to fix things. We gonna experience some beauty and we're gonna have a lot of fun, enjoy along the way. But we are here to do certain specific tasks for a lot of us. Okay. So this month we are making a lot of headway towards those bigger goals. All right. But yeah, man, this holiday season, man, you know, relationship oriented, and it can be, you know what I'm saying, especially with the current political climate, it can be a little rough to navigate. You know what I'm saying, especially with all this psychological warfare going on, it can be a little tough to navigate. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like, you know, we inside of a big game of damn, what's that shit called? It seems like we inside of a big game of loss. You know what I mean? There was Survivor. This is like Survivor, which is pretty much the Hunger Games. You know what I'm saying? The Maze Runner is what I like to contemplate. The Maze Runner. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo. They're pulling out all the stops. And that means we're going to witness a very big finale. All right. Now, let's contemplate. All right. What are the thoughts and communications and mental energies surrounding our target, which is the water dominance for the month of February? All right. Okay, we have the rune Isa. Okay, we have the rune Isa. We are fixated on that we are not aware of. We was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, our waters getting into the cracks and getting to the crevices, you know what I'm saying, blending, you know what I'm saying, pushing our consciousness out there, you know what I'm saying, the divine feminine attributes of what we might refer to as maternal instincts, psychic powers, things like that. You have to look at the writing, read the tea leaves, look at the writing on the walls. You're gonna have to ascend to win. You're gonna have to ascend to win. So this rune is the rune of ice. All right. There's gonna be some slowdowns. There was a big opportunity I missed last year for being hasty. It seemed like something bad was happening, and I rushed. I rushed. I zigged when I should have zagged out that bitch. You feel me? So I missed a big old opportunity. Honestly, I took a L when I didn't have to. One time last year, during like the first quarter of the year, I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory personally. And wait, was that last year or the year before? That was 2024. But still, that's what we're talking about. All right. So when it comes to our thoughts, let's steal our minds. Let's steal our minds. I keep coming back to it, man. The year of the fire horse. Put on them fire horse blinders. put on them fire horse blinders. All right, put them on, keep them on. Don't let this news get to you. All right, don't let these social medias get to you. Don't let these head games get to you. Take a step back. Take a step back, and you're not gonna fall into that trap. You are very perceptive. I know you. You are very perceptive, very beautiful, very loving, very mindful, very caring. All right. Use your power of obsession. Obsession is power. Obsession is quantum entanglement. Make sure you're being quantumly entangled with something that benefits your purpose, your higher goals, your highest heights. Quantum entangle yourself with ascension. Quantum entangle yourself with ascension. All right, that's what we're talking about. Let's hyperfixate on that is here to benefit us. All right, clarify. Let it ruin us. The rune of communication and creative potential. All right. So that just further, it was just on social media and these mind games. All right. So yeah, don't be your own worst enemy. I'm over here double and triple emailing, double and triple texting. I'm double and triple emailing people. Like, hey yo, I need that. I need that. I need them. I need that. I really do. Hey, stop playing with me. All right, let's clarify. We have the rune Fio, also known as Fihu, the rune of cattle. All right, the rune of cattle, the rune of material wealth. All right, abundance. All right, material possessions, success, joy, all the finer things. Taurus association. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So we have the rune Issa that came out first. We have three runes that came out. That first rune is the rune Issa, the rune of ice. This is concerning our thoughts, our mental, you know what I'm saying, our mind, our mindfulness. You see what I'm saying? Communications, social media, the internet, people you talk to, and what's going on in your coconut. You feel me? We have the rune of ice. That's the rune of binding. That's the rune of slow down. There may be some slowdowns in communication. Did we have an internet outage? I'm with Verizon. Verizon went down. I was like, hey, yo, I had just got into Oklahoma. Peace, protection, prosperity to the people. I had just got into Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks ago during that Verizon outage. I was like, hey, man, I ain't got time for this shit today, man. I ain't gonna get worked up. I'm gonna take a nap. That's what I did. There was a slowdown. I was like, yo, normally I at least got a little couple bars when I'm in Oklahoma. I ain't had Nathan. Like Annalise Keaton, I ain't had Nathan. I ain't even get mad. All right, I ain't got no internet at all. Like at all, bro. It's cool. I got time. I'm gonna take a nap. I woke up, everything was smooth. We had the rune of ice. We had the rune of binding and concerning communications and thoughts and mental things. Slow down. Take a step back. Don't fall into that trap. You see what I'm saying? Take you a nap. Ooh. Following that, we had the rune kinas. Communication. In the place of communication, we had the rune of communication. You see what I'm saying? Projection. We had a rune of creative potential. You see what I'm saying? Creative potential, right? This is in the position of our thoughts, of our mental. You see what I'm saying? And to clarify that, we had a rune for you. So I'm also looking at the first 10 days of the month versus the middle of the month versus the last of the month. And at the last of the month, whatever you was worried about at the beginning of the month, we'll have resolved. It will have resolved, things being slowed down, things being played with. There's things going on in these courthouses. We need, you know what I'm saying, legal professionals and whatnot. Like, yo, with certain demographics of people and whatnot, there's going to be some communication delays. Like, this is people. This is the real world. This is not no game. So, yeah. And then somebody said that Verizon outage bullshit. They was just seeing how y'all was gonna do. That's why they sent another storm this weekend. That storm from the other weekend, y'all made them $250 million. Y'all made them $250 million buying up all the goddamn bread, eggs, and milk. So they sent another storm because they need y'all motherfuckers to stimulate the economy. They out here playing with your top. We're gonna keep going. How do things resolve? For our water dominance? Our water dominance, our water signs for the month of February. Okay? Talk to me. We have the rune Othala. Okay, this is the rune of inheritance and property and the like. You see what I'm saying? Now, this one, like I said, I don't believe in misfortune. I don't believe in belief, but I don't accept misfortune. I accept slowdowns and restrictions and binding temporarily. You know what I'm saying? I accept a minor setback for a greater come up type shit. You see what I'm saying? So, for our war dominance on this time, there may be an opportunity that you miss, but if you miss it, it's just because something greater is going to come along, something more suited for you is going to come along. Okay. I had somebody tell me, a very talented person, they said, I don't need a jewel, I need a jeweler. I don't need a jewel, I need a jeweler. Okay. Okay. So we're going to continue vibrating high. Let's clarify this rune Othala. Othala is the rune of inheritance, in a position of how things will resolve for our water dominance on this month. All right, we're not going to be out here snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. How do things resolve in relation to this inheritance and its material possessions? Okay, we have transactions, we have, you know what I'm saying, sexual encounters. It's a very sexual energy. You see what I mean? This looks like some type of business transaction going on. You see what I mean? A lot of now, it's a lot of y'all that's gonna be out here fucking, and that's cool. Enjoy it. And it's gonna be other people out here getting some bit and doing some old business. You see what I'm saying? So let's further clarify that. Rune Jibo. Okay, that's the rune of sacrifice, where your sacrifice will be, you know what I'm saying, balanced out. You see what I'm saying? You will receive for what you were given. You see what I'm saying? With the rune Orox or Urus. You see what I'm saying? It's the rune of the wild ox. All right. So you are going to be very potent this month. Okay. That's how things are going to play out for you. All right. So, hey, it might look a little crazy in the beginning, but at the end of it, whatever happens is for your betterment. For your betterment. You need a jewel. You need a jeweler. You don't need a jewel. You need a jeweler. You don't need a jewel. You need a jeweler. What? Like, yo, we can't be looking at our neighbors like, hey, yo, must be nice. Like, nah, you need to focus on what you got going. You need to focus on what you got going. You don't know what's going on behind them closed doors over there. No matter how nice that grass look, no matter how nice that ass look, you don't know what's going on behind them closed doors. One of us be out here single for a reason. I'm single for a reason. I'm hyper fixated on my goals. You see what I'm saying? But I can't speak for everyone. We're all different strokes, different folks, and all that stuff. We can keep it going, but hey, be intuitive. Be intuitive. You see what I'm saying? You will be free toward the end of the month. Whatever it is you for our water dominance, just gonna end it on, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful note for you. You are gonna be free from that was restricting you. You see what I'm saying? Earlier in the month. These things is gonna resolve in your favor. That's what we're talking about. It might look a little weird, it might look a little dark, it might be some interruptions in the internet, or maybe just in your area. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, things are gonna sort themselves out. All right. Earth dominance. Okay, this is the last one for this evening. All right. Peace, protection, and prosperity to the people for our earth signs, our earth dominance. I'm drawing up your pentagram right now. And again, you know what I'm saying? If you're new to the page, I do pentagram readings, not entirely unlike tarot readings. I just use runes, the Elder Futhart. All right. Very similar to how people might use tarot cards. Okay. Okay. Now, we are going to be looking into what is on the hearts of our earth dominance for the month of February. All right. What is going on with our earth dominance psychically, internally? You see what I'm saying? What is the air ruling the water of our water dominance? All right. Talk to me. Okay, we have the rune Perthro. The rune Perthro. Okay. Well, I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna reset. Let's clear the air. Okay. Let's clear the air. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I love this veil, by the way. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. I wish I had the name of that lady's shop, man. It was over there. I was bartering with my neighbor at an event last year. I set my tent up and I was bartering with my tent neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I gave up a couple items. They gave me a couple items. I got some real cool stuff now. All right, peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people. Okay. Let's do this last reading, my loves. Let's do this last reading. All right. There's a hearts. What is on the hearts? Okay. What is weighing on the hearts while water dominates for the month of February? Okay. You have the room Rido. Okay. This is like, do you want to get away? But also, you're in search of something. All right. Either you're feeling restless, okay, or you know full and well that what you need is just not where you are. You're on a quest. You're on a quest. You need to go raiding. All right. So this could be escapism. Either you're running from something or you're running to something. But you're running. You're running. It's for our earth dominance. All right. And I know how y'all get around this time of year. You like to switch them up. And that's cool. I respect it. I respect it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. I be doing it. I be switching them up. I don't really do it. Nobody lately, but you know, when I'm active, I, you look at me the wrong way, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to. Enough about me. Let's clarify this room right off, okay? You might need some advice. Again, we got the room Perthro. We got the room Perthro. All right. So, what it say? It's my party, and I can cry if I want to. All right. Hold on a second now. Now, you might be socializing. All right. You might be having a little situation. You see what I'm saying? Across town. You see what I'm saying? And you're taking a risk of some sort. You're taking a risk of some sort this month. All right, especially during the middle of the month, and you know what time that is, middle of the month. You see what I'm saying? That's V-Day. Hey, what's happening? Peace, power, protection, prosperity. You see what I'm saying? Look, let's see. What are you picking up psychically? What are you picking up psychically for the end of the month? Okay, let's clarify this room first. Okay, there are so many possibilities for how this is gonna play out. All right, we have the room Berkano or Birdstar. All right, this is the room of what is it? Maternal energy. All right, the room of nourishing. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let's continue. Let's continue because this is already super interesting. Okay? All right, so you want to feel good, right? And you willing to do what you got to do. You know how y'all get when it comes to food and other things. Like you like your stuff a certain way, whether it be your person, whether it be your food. You like your stuff a certain way. All right. And this month you trying to get right. You trying to get something right. You was on a mission this month. You was on a mission this month. You like, nah, this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. Let's roll the dice. This isn't good. This doesn't meet my standards. This doesn't meet my standards. Okay. Now, what are any conflicts, restrictions, and bindings that you may be facing this month? All right. We have the rule of geese. Now, this came out straight up. You see what I'm saying? But again, this rune is symbolic of an elk. Think about like a deer. You see what I'm saying? How many times I see deer on the road all the time, and you don't even notice them until it's too late. And by the time you realize whether or not it's too late, but when you notice that deer, you can really gauge whether or not you even would have hit it had it came out into the road for real anyway. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you are protected during this time. You see what I'm saying? But this is also in, you know what I'm saying, position of conflicts, restrictions, and binding. Let's clarify this room that is highlighting your protection. Okay. We have the room Solila. So this is the rune of the sun. All right. And you actually really want this here. All right. So maybe whatever or whoever it is you pursuing might not be interested in you. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you're gonna take action on something you don't need to take action on. And it's like it's not a big deal. You see what I'm saying? You seem light of heart. You see what I mean? But you like things a certain way. You do things, very, very nuanced over there when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, how you get down. And I respect it. You see what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, let's clarify this thing. This is a very peculiar reading. You really in your own little world. You probably, you know what I'm saying, some put up type timing. Let's clarify this room so we low. So we low is your energy source. You see what I'm saying? We have the rune third size. All right. This is a rune of aggression, but it's also a rune of like standing your ground. You see what I'm saying? Um, yeah, there's a certain R word that could be attributed to this. You see what I mean? Hey yo, you guys need to like stay safe. Uh I wouldn't recommend, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is you about to do, don't do it. Mm-mm. Nah. Like, what is the foundation for your situation? All right, we're gonna get you together. We're gonna get you together. What is the foundation for your situation? Why are you doing what you're doing? Okay? Algiz. Algiz is the rune of protection. All right, but it's also a lot more than that. Okay, it's a rune of attack as well as defense. You see what I'm saying? So let's clarify this one. It's like you're going with the flow, but you stand in your ground. But that maybe you can avoid it having to stand your ground if you just make the right choice in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of y'all be fucking around and finding out. We all do, but this time you gonna do something different. You know what the textbook definition of insanity is doing the same thing expecting different results. Let's look into it. This is we find we're gonna end off with a banger or something. All right. Let's clarify this room algaes. Okay. We have the room dagas. Okay. Daytime clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. You are testing something. You are testing something. All right. You want to know if so and so is really for you. And let's clarify this room, dagas. Okay. Why are you doing what you're doing? All right. We got the room Bracano. It's maternal energy. It's loving energy. It's mommy energy. You see what I'm saying? Like you need to feel, you know what I'm saying? You need to scratch that itch that need to be scratching the way it need to be scratched. You see what I'm saying? You know you. All right. Now let's get into the thoughts and communications. All right. Surrounding our target, our situation. All right. What is going on in the mind and the psyche? You see what I'm saying? Surrounding our earth dominance. Okay, we have the rune Jera, also known as the rune Era. Okay, so It's like things is sounding good up front. Things is sounding like you want them to sound, but you require clarity. Okay, you want to be precise. Okay, you all are very sensual beings. All right, but you also require a certain level of commitment. You have kinas. All right, so there's going to be a lot of talking going on. A lot of talking about, oh, we should make plans. You know, maybe we should get a room. This is the y'all. This the most romantic shit I've seen tonight because everybody else is on some, what I'm saying, other type timing. Y'all just got your own little little wave going on. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, somebody gotta do it. And let's clarify the room. Yeah, eight kennels. Okay, we have the room. Yo or Fihu. All right. Now, you know what? That is telling me that yeah, you are unaware of something. You finna take an L, right? You finna take an L. I'm like, yo, honestly, I personally, like historically, I don't have a lot of like good Valentine's days. I'm not even like a traditional person. I'm like, I call myself like bad, you know what I mean? I don't really, what I'm saying, invest in, what I mean, the holidays, tradition, like, I'm counterculture, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like I'm on my own vibe for real. But even these holidays bother me. You see what I'm saying? These holidays, like this one, it still bothers me. Like I'll sit here in front like it don't, but it do. Like, you know, in my true heart, I really have had very few nice Valentine's days. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's why I'm like the horse, not just the blinders. I put the carrot on the stick on my own harness so I can just, bruh. All right, so again, we have Bert style how things resolve. So, hey, what one person won't do, somebody else will if it come to that. You see what I'm saying? Now let's clarify. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. All right. Ooh, it's all right. We have a room. You need to be very selective about who you spending your time with. All right, very selective. And if this is business, you know what I'm saying? It's not business. This is love. All right. This is romantic things. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. This is a L. This came out twice for you. This came out twice. I hate that for you. I hate that for you. But yeah. Um, it looked like you're getting cheated on. Okay. All right. And this is probably like a live-in partner. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. Well, that is pretty much it for our outlook of February. All right. That first 10 days, you see what I'm saying? It's gonna be looking real sweet. You see what I'm saying? The middle of the month, you might get ghosted. Hate that for you. End of the month, things is gonna resolve, but nothing's gonna be the same for you with whoever this person is in your life that you know what I'm saying. Maybe you live with them. Ooh, if you do. Maybe you don't live with them. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, you there's some L's to be taken this month. And hey yo, you know what? Fuck it, we ball anyway. You see what I'm saying? This energy will not persist for any longer than it has to. You see what I'm saying? Right now, we is on a big kick of you see what I'm saying? Ascension. Ascension. Like, where's your head at? Where's your head at? And how have you been spending your time? Cause that's really all it is. You versus you, me versus me. I don't worry about shit else, but me outdoing, you know what I'm saying, my own expectations. You know what I'm saying? Me outdoing my own previous incarnations. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, let's not be keeping up with the Joneses too much. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Let's go back to our collective reading. You see what I'm saying? So as a collective, you know what I mean? Okay, shit is gonna look real spooky for the first 10 days of the month. See what I'm saying? The middle of the month. You know what I'm saying? We talking about like 10th through the 20th, the 10th through the 19th. You see what I mean? You're gonna have some motion again. That end of the month, you see what I'm saying? You are gonna be experiencing, a certain level of bliss and opportunity to be taken. You see what I'm saying? So let's continue to just walk in the walk that we be talking. You see what I'm saying? Alignment. This is what we be talking about when you hear us talking about alignment this, alignment that. You see what I'm saying? You talk that shit, better walk that shit. Or you gonna reap what you sow regardless. Just because I'm saying it don't mean it's not gonna happen. You're gonna reap what you sow regardless. So what you sowing? So what are you sowing? Okay. All right. Peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people of Vic. This choose your destiny. All right. And I will be back tomorrow with Hack the Matrix 2026. Our metaphysical day planner. Okay. We're gonna be hacking the matrix all 2026 and beyond. All right. It's really just the first incarnation of our metaphysical day planner. The next one is just gonna be Hack the Matrix. You see what I'm saying? But we got a long road to go of critiquing this one and picking this one apart. You know what I'm saying? So we can further refine it into an even stronger modality. All right, because with Hack the Matrix 2026, this is our very special branch of numerology that we use. You know what I'm saying? We're not manifesting the way you manifest in the past. All right, we literally had the codes to the matrix. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so what, we have slowdowns here and there. So what, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world that may not all benefit us. Focus, focus, mind your business. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a mess out here. You see what I'm saying? Just like, it's cleaning house going on all around. Cleaning house, cleaning house. It's not even spring, it's winter. And it's already like on some spring cleaning type timing. You see what I mean? Like, yo, live it. Quit talking it. Live that shit. Literally, physically become the highest version of you. You had all the air and opportunity in the world. You see what I'm saying? To do whatever it is you put your mind to. It's the basics, man. It's the basics, man. It's the basics. Quit letting these social medias and shit try to turn you into something you not. Quit letting these people outside of you dictate to you who you are and what you should be doing and why. You not them. They're not you. You better. You better. You are better. Okay? So let's see it. Let's see it. Show me something. All right. Abundance. Abundance. All right. Light to you. All right. We're gonna talk soon, my dearest